Hey, welcome to Creatures of the Realm. I'm Henry Knight. I'm the DM for Playerole. Tonight we have a very special episode. It's episode 3. And I know last episode I had we were talking about angels. We're going to continue that trend to talk about angels because angels are really cool creatures and really cool celestials and so forth. Angels are very, very unique. So, the reason why I had to cut angels short last episode is because, I had things happening and I had to cut it short a little bit. So, either way, my wife's giving me that look. Either way, before we begin, I want to let everybody know that tomorrow, the one shot, The Mansion. And The Mansion is a group of guys. They're mages. They're in Strickhaven, and they find something that's going on in the mansion. Paranormal events or whatnot. They are going to investigate. What's going to happen tomorrow? Please chime in tomorrow at 7:45 p.m. Central. Subscribe, like as much as possible because I've got some really good content coming your way. So let's continue. Angels. Angels are celestial agents from different planes. They are outlookers. They're destroyers too, and that's by definition to the D&D realm, monsters of the multiverse, and so forth. Shards of divine angels are formed from the astral essence of benevolent gods and thus divine beings of great power and foresight. That is a lot of energy, a lot of power, and you can use angels in your campaign, as I said last episode. I'm sorry I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. But now we'll get into fallen angels. And what's a fallen angel? A fallen angel is their moral compass, all that drops. They're not lawful good. They turn, and you know what? You can look at them in a very different way because they could turn around and say, "Well, I just don't believe in what the deity is offering anymore." So the fallen angel turns and does his or her thing. Now, is that good for your campaign? That's up to you. It's up to you as a DM, up to you at your table. Everything ultimately is up to the DM and the table. Go over it with your players and so forth. If you're going to use angels, celestials, or whatnot, it's always good to talk to your players before the game, session 0, and find out where you want to go with this type of campaign. Creatures, hey, you got to talk to your players. You don't want to throw them for a curve, although it's good sometimes, but ultimately being 100% truthful and talking to your players in a campaign situation and what you're going to use is great. Now, it's always good to have, creatures they don't know about, but, it all depends on the DM again. All right, let's move forward. The Diva. The Divas are angels that act as divine messengers or agents to the material plane, the Shadowfell, the Feywild. They could assume form appropriately to the realm they are sent to. Legends tells of angels that take mortal form for years, lending aid, hope, courage to good-hearted folk. A diva can take any shape, although it prefers to appear to mortals as humanoids or animals. When circumstances require that it's cast off its guise, a diva is beautiful, humanoid with silvery skin. Okay, that is cool. Now, does that work for your campaign? That's up to you. They have an armor class of 17, hit points 136. They're really strong. Really high saving throws. Wisdom at +9, Charisma at +9. Their skills: Insight +9, Perception +9, Damage resistance, Radiant, Bludgeoning, Piercing, Slashing, non-magical attacks, yada yada yada. You know what I'm getting at? These are cool creatures to have. Now, let's move on to Planetar. Planetar. I cannot speak today. I am so sorry. Either way, let's continue. This angel, they act as weapons of the gods they serve, presenting a tangible representation of their deity's might. A Planeteer can call down rain to relieve a drought or lose an insect plague to devour crops. A Planeteer's celestial ears detect every falsehood, and its radiant eyes see through every deception. Very cool. They're muscular, hairless. They have green skin, white feathers for their wings, and they're very, very powerful. You can see these angels having a Holy Avenger with them, legendary weapons, etc. Their armor class is 19, hit points 200. Their speed is 40, their flight is 120 feet. They're pretty strong, very strong. Everything is way over 20. Saving throws +12, Wisdom +11, Charisma +12, Perception +11. Their damage resistance, Radiant, Bludgeoning, yada yada yada. You know what I'm talking about. These creatures are very, very cool. The Solar. The Solar is a godlike in its glory and power on the battlefield. The Solar's sword flies into a fray of it on its own, and a single arrow from the Solar's bow can strike a target dead on contact. So great, it's the Solar Celestial's might that even demon princes shrink and resonate commands. It is said that only 24 Solars exist. The few Solars that are known are stewards of specific deities. The others rest in a state of contemplation, waiting for the time when their services are needed to bring off some cosmic threat to the cause of good. So if they have a cosmic threat, they'll ward it off, and so forth. They are very, very powerful creatures. They are armor class 21, hit points 23. Their speed is 50. Their flight is 130. Again, all their stats, abilities are way over 20. Saving throws +14. Intelligence, Wisdom 14. Charisma 17. Perception 14. Damage resistance, Radiant, Bludgeoning, same spectrum as the rest of the angels, although this angel is extremely powerful. Their weapons, usually 68 radiant damage for their attack. Divine awareness, Solar knows if it hears a lie, so that's very cool ability to have. They have a great sword. Their great sword does 46 +8 slashing damage +27, 68 radiant damage. Very, very good. They also have a longbow, a slaying longbow. It ranges 150 to 600 feet. 2d8 +6 damage +27, 68 radiant damage. And if a creature has 100 hit points or fewer, it must succeed a DC 15 Constitution, or it will die. It has legendary actions, 3. Choosing from the options below, only one legend. Well, we know that. Teleport, Searing Burst, Blinding Gaze. Very cool stuff. That is it for the angels. But I'm going to say other things as well. We're going to talk about animated armor, objects. What are they good for your campaign? Well, in your game, depending on the setting and what you're doing, having objects or structures as a creature is cool because they're infused with magic. Now, according to D&D's Monster Guide, it says animated objects are crafted with potent magic to follow the commands of their creators. When not commanded, they follow the last order they receive to the best of their ability. Meaning, if it's armor, armor has armor class 18, 33 hit points. It has decent abilities, strength 14, dexterity 11, constitution 13. No intelligence because it's an object. Wisdom, charisma, very little. But either way, they're very, very cool creatures to have in your game. Now, do I suggest it? Yes. No. It all depends on what you guys like. Again, you're the DM. You're the one that makes the calls on stuff like this. Now, flying sword. That's cool. Armor class 17. Hit point 17. Decent stats. But again, wisdom, charisma, intelligence, nothing. Unless it's, possessed by a demon or some entity that is in your campaign or homebrewed by you. Saving throws +4. A sword can do a lot of things. Now, a rug. A lot of people don't like those things, but I do. I think it's kind of cool. They're kind of fun. Rug of Smothering. Armor class 12. Hit points 33. Damage immunity. Poisons. Psychic. Blinded. Charm. You can't do that. It's a rug. Use common sense. A rug's not going to have that. Those things. Because their intelligence, wisdom, and charisma are 3, 1, and 1. Their attacks are, melee attack +5 to hit. You have to be within 5 feet of range. To escape a grapple from a rug, you have to have a DC of 13 to escape. Restrained, blinded, all that stuff. It's all part of the creatures. Now, whether you like angels or you like animated objects, that's up to you. Again, and I'm going to state this a lot because DMs use different creatures in their games. Some use more creatures of the same kind more than others, but it all depends on what you like to use. Angels, great NPCs, great characters to use in a campaign. Solars, divas, angels, depending on what you want to do in your campaign and your setting. Now, animated armor, swords, rugs, objects, those are used. They're very cool. They're fun. I suggest for you guys to use them. And right now, that's all I got. That's all I got. Creatures of the realm. We talk about creatures. We talk about many different things that is related to the combat portion of D&D. And it's the antagonist, the NPCs, all that type of stuff. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Guys, please chime in tomorrow on Playerole. We're going to have the Mansion, a Strixhaven game. It's just a one-shot, 7:45 p.m. Like, subscribe. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow night.